Today I'll be working on a 2006 Toyota Corolla. Here's the car. I'm gonna replace the alternator. This is the alternator. The first thing I'm gonna do is remove the negative terminal from the battery. I need to move the serpentine belt from the pulley of the alternator. To remove the serpentine belt, I'm gonna use this. It's a serpentine belt tool. Right there where this thing's touching, that's a bolt. And then a little bit higher up here, right here, you need to put a 19mm socket. So let's say if you don't have this, this should fit in. So it looks like you could fit a ratchet in there, but you just won't have it. It's too short. When I have a short ratchet, I use a pipe for extension. So this will work. This will work if you don't have the serpentine belt tool. I need to make a drawing of the belt and the pulley. Because if you don't do this, you might not put the belt back how it should go. I don't plan on removing the belt from all the pulley. I'm gonna just move the belt from the alternator pulley. But just in case it falls off, I need to draw the whole thing. Here's the drawing I got so far. First, I draw all the pulley. There's 6 of them, and I'm gonna draw the belt. Here's the drawing that I got. It's not a very good drawing, but it's gonna give me an idea how to put the belt back if it falls off. So when I pull on this, the belt gonna loose. And I'll just remove the belt from the alternator pulley. When you loosen the belt, don't put your finger under here. Between the belt and the pulley, don't do that. Cause if your other hand slip from here, or if this thing break, your finger is gonna get stuck between the belt and the pulley. My finger are away from the pulley. So I'm gonna just leave this belt here. I'm not gonna mess with it. And you saw my finger, they were back here and on top, so my finger's not gonna get stuck in here. So be careful when you take out the belt. there should be two wire connected to the alternator. One of it is this. Gotta figure out how I could take this off. I got this cap cover off. I gotta put it back on, and I'll show how I took it off. I don't know if this is the right way or not to move this out of the way. So that's how I took it off. If you're not careful, you could crack this. There's a nut here. I gotta move the nut so I could get the wire out of the way. This second wire runs from here to there. There's a connector. I gotta take the connector out. So I use this plier to clamp on here. When I clamp here, this ain't open, so I could pull it out. So it's at the very end where you. There's a clip here, and the bolt to. Actually, there's a nut here holding the clip to it. I'm gonna have to wait on this, cause there's not much room to remove the nuts here. I gotta take this bolt out. The next bolt that I'm gonna take out, it'll be this one right there. That one. I could rock this alternator back and forth now. So I'm having. I could move it to a space where I could have access to the clip right there. That clip right here. I'm gonna use this flathead screwdriver, push this thing out, and then once I push that out, I'm gonna use this other flathead screwdriver to push this out, and then it should come off. Gonna try using this pry bar. I was able to break the alternator loose. Here's what I did. I used this plier and then I put it right here, and then I just keep pushing it out. But if you do this, you could damage the area where the bolt go in to hold the alternator. You could damage something if you do this. But that was how I broke the alternator loose. I'm gonna have to take this clip out. It's on the way, so I can't take the alternator out. This is the same clip that was holding onto a wire earlier. I don't know if the new alternator is gonna come with this clip. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to put this onto the new alternator. This alternator was hard to move it from the car. If you're having a hard time taking it out, don't get all crazy, because you could break one of these wires. So take your time and be careful. Here's the new alternator. I'm not gonna record myself installing it, because it's just the reverse of how you take it out.